Recently, around a few months ago, I was scrolling on Google News and saw a heading about the Call of the Night manga. I did some research and figured out that there was an anime, so being the romance slice of life enjoyer I am, I decided to give it a try and ended up binge watching it in 2 days. Usually I don't binge my anime since I remember them better when I watch them episode by episode, but as soon as I saw the first episode I was hooked. Maybe it was because I could relate to the main character, seeing that we're both in school and have the sleep schedules of a security guard, but Call of the Night has so much more to offer than teenage relatability. For example, vampires.
Hey guys, just to let you know, there's going to be some spoilers ahead. I'm not going to go too far into depth, but just a warning.
The Call of the Night story starts out with a teenage boy, Yamari Ko, who is kinda dumb, but so is every 14-year-old. Ko decides to sneak out one night from his house, avoiding his family, which you don't even see once in the whole show, but that's not important. During the night of his expedition, he meets a girl, Nanakusa Nazuna, a lazy cuddle buddy that loves telling lewd jokes, but gets flustered by romance. Nazuna promises to show Ko the beauty of the night after catching him buying a beer. This young boy follows along with a stranger in the dead of night back to her house and lays down in her bed. Red flags aside, Nazuna, who he is laying down next to, decides it's time and takes a big gulp of some delectable teenage blood. Ko realizes she's a vampire with his amazing detection skills and wonder if he's a vampire. He's not. Well, obviously to become a vampire you have to fall in love with a vampire first. Ko decides to dedicate the rest of his time to finding love with a 40-year-old vampire at the age of 14, no matter what. This is an odd premise, but Call of the Night takes its odd premise and uses it to its advantage. The show's weirdness makes the slice of life portions even better, with a growing relationship between Ko and Nazuna that creates almost a dependency between the two, so they continue to enjoy the night. Call of the Night portrays the night as a hidden space that you can go to escape. But the night is as hidden as it is lonely, which is what creates the need for Ko to meet up with Nazuna every night. He isn't the only one in his school who decided to not take their melatonin last night, though. Ko somehow manages to find a friend from school, Asai Akira, walking at like 3 a.m. in the morning. Her excuse? She woke up and couldn't go back to bed and decided to go to school like 5 hours early. This doesn't matter because Ko actually has a conversation with someone other than Nazuna after the first 3 episodes, and eventually she finds out about the vampire, but she doesn't really care too much. I don't think my reaction to my best friend hanging out with a vampire would be, "Oh, is that why you weren't coming to school?" Man, the constant insomnia that these high schoolers have is getting out of hand.
Hey guys, I highly recommend going and watching Call of the Night for yourself, as I had a blast watching it, and I hope you will too.
Call of the Night has amazing art and animation, like some of the best art and animation that I've ever seen. All of the colors come together to give your eyes a treat while making all of the characters' emotions pop. Whenever I watched the anime for the first time, I felt like I was missing out every time I blinked. I think the art is one of the main reasons I got so hooked on the show in the first place. From the very beginning, the vivid colors and stunning animation is on full display. I wish I could award this anime with the best art I've ever seen, but that title goes to a show that I actually forced myself to watch. Anyway, combining an interesting plot and outlandishly good art is a path to a very successful anime, but Call of the Night just goes one step further. The music. Specifically, the beginning and ending themes. Being composed by the band Creepy Nuts, these themes are something that left a mark on the Call of the Night anime as a whole. Every episode I jammed out to the opening and ending music with my volume so loud I went to bed with my ears ringing. In my books, Call of the Night was too interesting to not give a perfect score. I like most of the characters and the dynamic they leave, like the vampire group for example. This group is friends with Nazuna and is Ko's main source of information about vampires. Each one has a different personality and different style of finding lovers, but they are more responsible than Nazuna, that's for sure. The character that I liked the least had less screen time than the beer drinking buddies, so she wasn't that bad. Basically, all of the other characters in the show were just crafted for Ko to not be a dumb 14-year-old and actually think about his actions. Ko does just that. He thinks for about what feels like 2 seconds and realizes he can't actually do anything but fall in love with Nazuna. Ko isn't just a senseless child. There is things he can do, like seduce more 40-year-old women by saying, "You're just like me." Overall, Ko's dumb actions lead in a circle and leave a smile on my face, because what's not to love other than a naive child trying to find love with a middle-aged vampire?